What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Andrew. We're back at it today with another video. Today's video, we're going to be doing a pickup video, and this is going to be part one of my fall winter pickups. I broke it into two parts because I didn't want to make this video too long. So in today's video, we're going to be covering pants, flannels, and sweaters. So if you're interested in that stuff, feel free to keep watching. If you're not, you can wait for the next pickup video. But as always, before we begin, please feel free to hit that like and subscribe. And feel free to follow me on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen this stuff. So follow me there if you want to see how I style this stuff. But with that out of the way, let's get into the video. All right, starting off with pants, we have the Haven Court 572 jeans. Shout out Keezy. These are going to be 13-ounce raw denim. Absolutely love these jeans. Pretty similar to Levi's 501 shrink to fits. I did a whole video on those. Actually, I did a short. So if you're interested in like a cheaper alternative to these, go check those out. Highly recommend them. Some of the details I love on these jeans. First of all, the back patch, full leather, and you got that custom logo. Similar to Levi's. You got the Haven Court right here. You also got an additional side pocket, which is actually pretty clutch. Love this detail. And then my favorite part has to be the custom selvage hem. You can see it right there, Haven Court. Also, shout out to my tailor. They did a very good job hemming these. These jeans come in a 34-inch length. I had to get them down to a 30. That's what I do for all my Haven Court jeans. So if you're curious about Haven Court jeans, they all come in a 34 length. If that's gonna be too long for you, just take them to the tailor. You should be good to go. Another thing I want to touch on is sizing. I actually got these in a size 34. So when I originally bought these, I got my true size 36 because that's what my regular Haven Court jeans are. However, when I got them, they were a little bit too big and I measured out to be a 19. So I reached out to Keezy. I pretty much told him what happened. He basically gave me an exchange for a 34. No issues. So once again, shout out Haven Court, shout out Keezy. Very good customer service. I cannot wait to wear these some more. I've been wearing these a lot since I got them, pretty much the last 2 weeks. And I think I'm gonna do a video when I wash them for the first time. I'm really trying to make it a full 6 months before these get a wash. But when I do that, I'm gonna document the process and document how these end up fading. But with that out of the way, let's move on to the next pair of pants. All right, next pair of pants is from the Carhartt Crafted series. This is Carhartt's new line. Everything is made in the USA. As you can see, we got the different Carhartt Crafted series logo on the back pocket. I absolutely love these pants. Whenever I post these pants on my grid page, everyone seems to ask, what kind of Carhartt pants are these? As I stated, Carhartt Crafted series Olive Work Pants. I think that's what they're called. I just love this colorway. These are 15-ounce cotton, 100%. So they feel pretty sturdy in hand. You can tell the stitching is pretty good as well on these. Once again, they're made in the USA. That's really the big selling point here. One key note for sizing, if you're looking for these, is that they do kind of have a weird fit. They fit me really good in the thighs and like the legs. I do have bigger thighs than probably the most average person, so keep that in mind. However, the waist is like an inch big. So I got these in a 36-30. They fit perfectly through the thighs and the leg. However, the waist is big on me. So take that into mind. I want to go one size down in the waist. However, like me, you can just always wear a belt and you don't have to worry about it. I believe these are still on the Carhartt website, and those Haven Court jeans are also on the Haven Court website. I'll link everything down below, by the way. So if you're interested in this stuff, links will be in the description. Next pair of pants, we got a pair of Orslo fatigue pants. I've been eyeing these pants for like a full year. I love fatigue pants. I used to have a pair from Uniqlo. They're way cheaper than these. However, those shrank in the wash like 2 years ago. They didn't fit me anymore. And Uniqlo just stopped making them, which I was very disappointed because I literally wore those pants at least like 4 times a week. But anyways, I found these Orslo ones, and like I said, I've been eyeing these for a year. The problem is Orslo is a Japanese brand, and these are pretty damn expensive. I believe they retail at $240. However, I got these on Black Friday sale. I paid $170, which I know is super expensive, but I do think these are worth it. Just like the Haven Court jeans, I've been wearing these a ton. I absolutely love this material. Hopefully the camera picks it up, but this material is definitely super unique. 100% cotton, sateen fabric, beautiful green color. And just like those Haven Core jeans, these are actually gonna fade to a lighter color green in the wash. So it'll definitely be cool to see that process. And also I got these in a size 5 that translates to a US 36 and they fit pretty true to size. So if you're interested in these, go true to size. Definitely measure out your waist before you buy them. All right, I'm kind of gonna pick it up here. We got some vintage flannel shirt pickups. First one is from LL Bean. It's a red shirt, made in USA. Give you guys a little hat tip right now. Vintage LL Bean, you can find good quality pieces for the low on eBay. That's where I found this one. I think I got this shirt for like $30. Love that the red's a little faded. I don't really have a red shirt in my closet either, so this was a good addition. But yeah, definitely if you're looking for some good vintage sweaters, rugbies, shirts like this, check out Vintage LL Bean. You can find a lot of good items for good prices. Continuing with the LL Bean, we have their signature flannel. This is like the signature plaid that they do. I was actually gonna buy one of these new. I was like, why not search on eBay, see if I could find one for lower? And that's exactly what happened. I believe I got this one for like $23, which brand new, this would have cost me like $60. So yeah, just another good way to get some good quality flannels. Check out eBay. It doesn't even have to be LL Bean. There's tons of vintage flannels out there. Speaking of that, vintage Five Brother flannel right here. This is a very popular vintage brand to look for. As you can see the tag, Five Brother. In USA, of course. Got a little USA colorway right here. Love this flannel. Got this one for like $24, I believe. So once again, go on eBay, get yourself some flannels or some shirts or some sweaters or some rugbies. Definitely love using eBay. Personally, I spend way too much time scrolling eBay and it can be kind of addictive. Make sure to have some control when searching on eBay because obviously eBay has a ton of items. You could definitely scroll for hours on there. Anyways, one more shirt pickup. Let's go. Unfortunately, this wasn't an eBay pickup, but this is from Buck Mason. This is the Cabin Essence flannel right here in this beautiful brown colorway. I spoke about Buck Mason before. I went to the mall. They had a Buck Mason store. I went in. I was curious about this flannel online. They happened to have it in store. I tried it on. I fell in love with it and I made the purchase. The salesperson who was super helpful, they might have influenced the decision for sure, but either way, I love this flannel, 100% cotton. It looks pretty good on me. So yeah, pretty happy with it. All right, ending off with sweaters. We got a sweater from Old Navy right here. I wanted a brown sweater like this. I walked into Old Navy with my girlfriend one day. They had this sitting there. It was $20. I like it. Feels pretty good, 100% cotton. Not much too else to say about this one. Well, I was going to call this my favorite one, but it's my second favorite one. We'll save the best one for last. But this is Chicago Bears, Abercrombie & Fitch. Love this Bears logo they put on here. This definitely looks straight out the 90s or 80s with this logo. And shout out my girlfriend. This was a birthday gift from her to me. If you guys follow me on Instagram or been watching my shorts, I've worn this in plenty of videos and photos. So if you want to see how this looks on body, go check out my Instagram. But yeah, love these sweatshirts from Abercrombie. It's still crazy to me that Abercrombie has had like a crazy rebrand and is dropping stuff like that because I always thought of Abercrombie growing up as like a super preppy brand. I never thought I would buy a bear sweater from Abercrombie, but regardless, let's move on to the last two sweaters. All right, first one, Ralph Lauren cable knit green sweater. I'm actually gonna wear this today for Christmas. You can see that navy blue pony right there. I didn't have any cable knit sweaters. This one was on sale for Black Friday. I love the color green. I figured why not. Really nice sweater. Definitely recommend. You can't really go wrong with Ralph, honestly. If you're just looking for a good sweater to wear, I go with Ralph. Never goes out of style, timeless, classic. And they always have sales, so you can find it for a good price. You never have to pay full price. I had to save the best for last. We have my first ever Polo Bear sweater. I'm wanting this sweater for the longest time. You could ask my girlfriend. We went to the Ralph store, or we went to the outlet store like a year ago. I tried one of these on, and I just couldn't justify it at the time. But then we went to the outlet over my birthday weekend, and they had it 25% off. And I was like, you know what? It is time. I did it. I bought it. I love it. Polo bear sweater. Ooh, I love this sweater so much. I don't know if they're worth the $400 price tag, but definitely the detailing on here, especially on the bear, is crazy. I'm trying to get an up-close shot so you guys can see that detailing. But once again, definitely, if you're looking for good sweaters, go check out the Ralph outlet. Everything's on sale in there. Definitely save some money. And yeah, that's going to do it for part one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for part two. We're going to go jackets, sweatshirts. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Have a great holiday. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.